heavy and on the nose, and he is now saying that he was had too much weight on there. Wish he'd had more weight to the back, but a good run. Let's go back to the competition.
The Instigator, 541 inches of Rodeck power.
We've really got a horse race on our hands, and the fans are loving it. The Instigator is up next with Terry Kirshner at the wheel. He'll better Dennis Horst in the power game with an even bigger Rodeck, 541 cubic inches. It's going to take practically a full pull to knock off Dennis Horst, and there are plenty of minis coming up who can do it. A super power run for Terry Kirshner in the Instigator, just 3 feet off the lead. This run is a prime example of the driver skill that's necessary to keep these minis on the track. So much power on such a light frame makes them almost impossible to control. Terry kept the Instigator in bounds, but had to sacrifice the power that would have taken him out the other end. It may be hard to believe, but these little minis run the same motors, the same rear ends, and the same drivetrains as the two-wheel drives. Yet the maximum weight here is 1,600 pounds. Here's Scott Imey in the Michigan Twister, ready to give it his best shot.
Right now, the man ready to hook on, Scott Egley out of Temperance, Michigan, running the Michigan Twister.
A good run for the Michigan Twister, but not enough to threaten Dennis Horst's lead.
Just a run ago, Terry Kirshner made a good pass, but came up short of a full pull here tonight. He said it's going to be a horsepower track tonight in the minis, and he's going to come back with a little bit larger engine. The first time, it was a 500 cubic inch engine. This time, a 557 cubic inch Rodeck. So he's going to come back on the second pass with a larger engine, and let's see if he can make a full pull. Terry Kirshner up next.
557 cubic inches of Rodeck power.
Terry Kirshner is back with the Instigator, and he's coming back, loaded for bear with a Rodeck 557. Let's see if those extra cubic inches give him the edge he needs.
The distance he needs to beat, still held by Denny Horst at 293.11.
The sled was really jerking the Instigator all over the track. Even with the extra power of a bigger engine, he's not able to beat his first run.
Terry, it just seemed that you couldn't get the tractor locked into the track. What happened?
I thought maybe trying on the lower side to be a little drier and could get a shot out of the hole, but just a little bit too slippery down there.
All right, Terry Kirshner, who would have liked to have had a full pull here tonight, comes up short with both of his rides. Let's go to our next mini right now.
Here's Glenn Gunther, ready to run in Tough Enough. But will he be tough enough to catch up with Dennis Horst's leading run of 293.11?
Glenn Gunther, Arkansas.
And Dave Disaster has struck with Glenn Gunther.
It's unbelievable. He was headed right out the back door, and Glenn Gunther, I'm not sure if he backed out of it because he thought he had a full pull going. Let's see if we can get his helmet off and find out, because you had one whale of a pull going here tonight with Tough Enough. What happened, Glenn? You were headed, you had those wheels up in the front. What happened out here?
Well, I had to get on a brake, and this tire came down on me. I think I might have broke loose from the wheel.
All right, so you're not sure if you would have been able to get it out?
Yeah, I'd have took it out.
You would have taken it out. All right, so it looks like problems with the tractor, and he's going to be close for the lead tonight.
Many of the two-wheel drive truck and modified tractor pullers got their start in the mini rods. Right now, you're about to see a rarity in the sport, a woman puller. Belle Blosser hails from Stanley, Virginia.
Stanley, Virginia. Young lady doing a tremendous job duking it out with the boys.
This is a division open to newcomers, where you can often find the stars of tomorrow. And she's ready to give the guys a run for the money in the Hillbilly Shaker. You have trouble keeping it under control, but a good run nonetheless for the lady from Virginia. That will probably keep her in the top 10. These mini pullers really have to fight every inch of the way to keep the sled from jerking them all over the track. We've seen some excellent runs tonight, but no one has been able to go the full distance. And that's practically what it will take to win. Roger Wysong of Lewisburg, Ohio is up now in the Sting again. Roger Wysong destroys a rear wheel at 253.8 feet. The kind of abuse these minis take is obvious from the number of breakdowns we've seen here tonight. He really had to fight it all the way to keep it on the track. Roger started out tight on the right side, hoping to find the best possible track surface. But he had to ride the brakes hard to keep in bounds, and that caused him to lose the power he needed, and the stress was too much for that right rear tire. It's literally shredded. There's no ride like it in any other class. Nothing between the puller and the big supercharged engine but the steering wheel and a prayer. It's a hair-raising experience for the puller, but the ones that stick with it claim they're addicted to the thrill of the mini rods. Next up, one of two pullers here tonight from across the border in Canada. Gordon Layton is out of North Gower, Ontario, and he's the man on the Blue Mule. Dennis Horst is still the leader.
Running out of North Gower, Ontario, near the nation's